Hello. Um, hey, Creola. I want to share this book with anybody's children, but especially Bama kids. That may be backwards. But the name of the book is I Love You So. And the reason is that we're trying to make sure we stay communicating with all of our Bama kids. Um, So I'm going to read this story, and I want all parents, if you would, to share this story with your children, with your grandchildren, and Bama Kid parents. Please make sure that you share it with your children. The book is called I Love You So. I love you. How much? So much. How much is so? Way, way more than you will ever know. I love you as brilliant as stars, the sparkling stars, and way out in space. I love you that far. I love you as a large, a huge, a gigantic, as a great lion's roar, and as deep as the ocean. I love you much more. That's a lot, you say. But how did you start? Where did love come from to be in your heart? You put it there, really? When you and I met, and I knew for certain, without you, I fret. From my head to my toes, I was feeling inside a devotion for you so deep and wide. And now it is enormous and wonderfully real and hard to describe how much I feel. I love you as awesome as the thunderous sky and so soaring as mountains. I love you that high. I love you as silly as a puppy dog's kiss and quiet as midnight. I love you like this. Do you love me every day? You ask without doubt and awe. Or does love go up and down like a teething seesaw? I love you as steady as the earth rounds the sun, though some days of life are farthest from fun. Like when you feel mad, you ask with distress, cause I've broken the rules or made a big mess. Or when I'm unkind and your feelings are blue, do you love me although I do what I do? I love you being nice and when you're cranky too. I love you without liking the naughty things you do. My love, you doesn't change like the temper of the days. It's a certain kind of thing in many different ways. You're my sweetie, my dear, my smile and laughter. You're my playmate for always, my joy ever after. Hanging out with you is where I want to be, eating ice cream Sundays or watching TV. Under your umbrella, behind on a bike, by you beside you is what I really like. Do you love me just as much when I'm far away from home? Is your darling? Is your loving still the same in distant lands I roam? I love you near and far. I love you high and low. My love is there with you wherever you may go. Even when I'm sick and I can't get out of bed, do you love me better healthy than with the fever in my head? I love you sick or able. You're always you to me. The what I love forevermore, undeniably. I can't imagine life before you came along. Me singing and senseless, no meaning to my song. Call it meant to be or simply blessed fate. You fill my heart with love, and that I celebrate. I love you. How much? So much. How much is so? Way, way more than you will ever know. I love you, Bama kids. I love you, my Facebook listeners. As I was reading this book, it made me think about the very special weekend that is approaching, which is Mother's Day. And I know that all mothers and grandmothers love their children dearly. Even when we say you're getting on my last nerve, children, your parents love you. We want you to be safe. We want you to have the best in life. So while you are, school is about out, but reading, learning never ends. Continue to read. Make sure that you look on Facebook once a week for the life skill tips so that you can keep practicing your good character. And also, make sure that if you need us, call us. Make sure you wash your hands when you're in a crowd. Wear a mask. Stay out of the crowds. I think that's it, Bama kids. And my listeners, always know that you are loved. And no matter what, your parents love you. Bama Kids staff loves you. And we want you to be safe. And we really, really miss you. And we are trying to think of ways so that we can continue to communicate. So parents, we ask that you please take time out and let your children visit Facebook anytime you see any postings for Bama Kids. And one other thing, across the state of Alabama, if you have not done your census, please complete your census. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back with another story next week. Love you dearly.